you do when God says it's none of your business? I thought would be a very interesting way to title the sermon this morning. What do you do when God says it's none of your business? In Tagalog, anong gagawin mo kapag ang sagot sa iyo ng Diyos ay it's none of your business? How do you say that in Tagalog? Simply, that means in Tagalog, anong pakialam mo? Diba? That's what it means. What do you do kung ikaw ay may panalangin, ikaw ay may tinatanong sa Diyos, tapos ang isasagot sa iyo ng Diyos, anong pakialam mo? Right? What do you do? Or perhaps you don't even expect that God would respond to you in that way. What if He does? Paano kung ang sagot sa iyo ng Diyos, shut up. It's none of your business. This is what happened here in our text this morning. And the main point to this sermon is to help you understand that there are things in your life that's entirely God's business. Do you understand this, brothers and sisters? I want us to understand this morning. There are things, there will be things in your life, sa buhay mo, na ang mga bagay na nangyayari sa buhay mo, yung mga sitwasyon na nangyayari sa buhay mo, yan ay ang Diyos lang ang makakaalam. Ang Diyos lang. Alam niya nangyayari, alam niya ang bawat detalye, wala siyang hindi alam tungkol sa iyong buhay. Everything that's happening in your life, your needs, your challenges, your problems, what's happening, what happened yesterday, what will happen tomorrow, all of those things are known to the Lord. And sometimes we ask the Lord, why? What if ang sagot niya sa'yo, it's none of your business? Sa Tagalog, tumahimik ka, wala kang pakialam. Diba? Nakakagulat, ano? Nakakagulat. But I want you to understand, mga kapatid, let's grow up in our faith. Ha? Lumago tayo sa ating pagkakilala sa Diyos. Siya ang Diyos. Siya ang Diyos. Siya ang Diyos na nakakaalam ng lahat at yung kanyang nalalaman ay higit-higit sa ating nalalaman. Yung kanyang nauunawaan ay kailanman hindi natin mauunawaan. But yes, God knows everything. There are many questions in your life you might not know why they are in your life or why they happened in your life. Wives, be careful. Be careful, wives. Ha? Pwede ba yung mga asawa, pagtapos ng sermon na ito, itapon nyo na yung mga baul nyo? Mahilig kayo magtabi ng baul eh. Diba? Sa mga asawa minsan, na mga babae, minsan yung isang kwento hindi natatapos. Binabalik. O bakit ka nabalik kasi mama? Wala, may naalala lang ako. Oh, tell me I'm wrong. Diba? That's true. Minsan ganyan. And sometimes other people will do that to you. Ibabalik yung iyong nakaraan. Lalo na yung kung iyong nakaraan ay hindi kagandahan para sa paningin ng ibang tao o ng mga tao na mga nakakilala sa iyo. You know what they do? Sometimes they will keep on speaking about and talking about the past. And sometimes we ask the Lord, why? And somehow, 10 years mo nang tinatanong ang Lord, wala ka pa ring sagot. Perhaps the Lord is saying, shut up, wala kang pakialam, just move on and trust me. And let me tell you something that I've learned many years ago. natutuhan ko sa buhay ko na sabihin, the fact, dahil alam ng Diyos, okay na ako. Why? Because there are so many things in my life, I will never understand why they happen. Napakaraming nangyari sa buhay ko. Hindi ko kayang ipaliwanag kung bakit nangyari, but yes, they happen. And somehow, many years ago, I've learned to tell myself na alam ng Diyos yung nangyari. Alam niya yung detalye nung nangyari. And now, I have to learn to trust Him. Magpapatuloy ako mabubuhay, hindi ako magsasawang mabuhay, hindi ako magpapatali sa aking nakaraan, hindi ko sisirain yung aking kinabukasan dahil sa nangyari sa aking nakaraan, kundi ako'y mamumuhay na nagtitiwala sa Panginoon. And that, my brothers and sisters, is what I want us to learn this morning. What do you do when God says it's none of your business? Madalas, sana hindi lagi, we struggle to trust the Lord, that He knows that the fact na pinayagan ng Diyos yan, perhaps meron siyang dahilan na siya lang ang nakakaalam, hindi natin mauunawaan. But sometimes, those are the times when it's very difficult to trust the Lord, that He knows what's best for you. So when this happens, we can ignore what God has clearly revealed and seek or ask Him for something else. And that's why sometimes, kapag hindi natin nauunawaan ang mga nangyayari o ang mga nangyari, anong ginagawa natin? We ask the Lord na, ganito Lord, baguhin mo ito, Panginoon. Panginoon, sana po ganito, Panginoon. And you keep doing that, you keep praying that, and then what happens to you is you become frustrated. You become disappointed. And some people would actually lose all hope. Kaya may mga taong nadidepress. You know, yes, hindi ko sinasabing walang mahirap na nangyayari. Yes, maraming mahirap na nangyayari sa buhay natin. Nagkakaroon tayo ng mga kakulangan. Right? But my encouragement to you, brothers and sisters, matutuhan yung ma-realize na merong magandang gustong gawin ng Diyos sa buhay nyo. And all you really have to do is to trust Him. Alam niyo sino yung mga na hirap maging masaya as a Christian? Yung mga hindi matutong magtiwala sa Diyos. Hindi sila magiging masaya. Because they are always questioning, hindi sila natatapos magtanong, hindi sila natatapos magreklamo. They simply can't move on. Because again, perhaps what they need to learn is to live, walk in the Spirit, trusting God, knowing that God has only your best interests in His heart. Naalala niyo yung sabi ni Jesus sa kanyang mga disciples? Kung kayo nga mga ulupong ba, ganun kasakit magsalita ang Panginoon Sabi niya, kung kayo nga mga ulupong, ano yung ulupong? Kung kayo nga mga ahas Ganun siya magsalita. Kung kayo nga mga ahas, iniisip niyo yung mabuti sa inyong mga anak yung Diyos pa kayang ama niyo? Hindi niya iisipin yung mabuti para sa inyo? See, that's how the Lord talks about and explains and illustrates God the Father's love for each one of us. And what we have to learn, brothers and sisters, is simply to trust. Simply to trust to them. He said to them, it is not for you to know the times or dates the Father has set by His own authority. Yun ang sagot sa kanila ni Jesus. And again, brothers and sisters, I want you to understand, that is a very strong rebuke. yung naging sagot sa kanila ni Jesus ay isang sagot ng pagtutuwid sa kanila. Jesus said to them, you don't need to know the time of those events that only the Father controls. Ganito yung sinabi sa isang translation sa Contemporary English Version. Ganito yung pagkakasabi ni Jesus. Jesus said to them, you don't need to know. Sipin mo yung sagutin ka ng Panginoon ng ganon? Hindi mo kailangan malaman. Anong pakialam mo? It's none of your business. Pero tayo, no? Gusto natin malaman, di ba? Di ba? Ganyan tayo mga tao. Hindi, Lord eh. Hindi ko kailangan talaga, Lord eh. Hindi talaga ako makatulog, Lord. Hanggang di mo sinasabi sa akin eh. Ganyan tayo mga tao eh. Mga kapatid, I want us to learn something very, very important. When you talk that way to the Lord, you know what that shows? You don't really trust Him. You don't really trust Him. Ilang beses na sa buhay mo, ang sabi mo, sana Lord, nakinig ako. Ilang beses na sinabi sa buhay mo yun? Lord, tama Lord yung sermon na narinig ko. Tama. Sana Lord na natuto na lang akong tumahimik, nagtiwala. Sana Lord hindi na ako nagsalita ng nagsalita. Yeah? How many times? Brothers and sisters, in this sermon, move on. Move on. Ang asikasuhin mo, yung gusto ng Diyos na gawin mo, kaya mo na yung nangyari. Move forward. Move forward. And let me warn you. Sabi ni Jesus, don't let anyone mislead you. Let me warn you, merong diablo, may satanas. Gagamit ng ibang tao. Uy, ano nangyari? Balitaan ko, ganito. Ha? Ano nangyari? Nakakainis talaga yung mga yan, no? Ay, nako. Huwag niyo nang papakinggan. Ano man yung nangyari na yan, nagawa ng asawa mo, nagawa ng anak mo, nagawa ng nanay mo, nagawa ng tatay mo, nagawa ng kapatid mo, move on. Move on. Do not let anyone mislead you. Let the Word of God be your guide. So let me go back to the question, what do you do when God says, none of your business? Matatanggap mo ba yung sagot na yun ng Lord? Or sasabihin mo, anong ibig mo sabihin, Lord, none of my business, Lord? Di mo naiintindihan eh. O, minsan ganyan tayo, di ba? Lord naman eh. Anong none of my business? Gusto ko lang naman malaman, Lord eh. The Lord will tell you the same thing. It's none of your business. Will you just trust me? Can't you just leave that to me? I control that. I'm powerful. I am the way maker. I am a miracle worker. You don't have to see it. You don't have to feel it. Bakit pa gusto mo kasi nakikita mo? Bakit pa gusto mo kasi nararamdaman mo? Bakit? Ang buhay Kristiyano ay buhay pananampalataya. Everybody knows that? We walk by faith, not by sight. Ibang-iba po ang buhay Kristiyano. Mga kapatid, tiyakin mo po na ikaw ay lumalago sa Panginoon. Tiyakin mo na ikaw ay lumalago sa iyong pagtitiwala sa Diyos, ikaw ay lumalago sa iyong pananampalataya sa salita ng Diyos, lumalago ka sa pagkilala mo kung sino si Jesus, pagkilala mo sa salita ng Diyos na ang salita ng Diyos ay totoo, 100% faithful, na ang Diyos ay dumidinig ng panalangin. Lumago ka muna. Yun ang asikasuhin mo. Are you growing in those things? Are you growing in your love for the Lord? That is the most important thing. That should be the priority of your life. Huwag yung baguhin ang ibang tao. That's none of your business. It's none of your business. Seek. Make sure that you are growing in your walk as a believer, and a follower of Christ. Number two,